Law, you're right. Like, you genuinely could get down there. You wouldn't want to, but you could. Do not drop your phone, because I do not want to go down there.
I am going down there, aren't I?
I hope not. Oh, God. Hard work, eh?
Get down, get down.
Go on then. Bugsnuggers. That looked a bit like synchronised swimming. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Let's talk insulation.
Oh my God, let's.
Because that is what you are about to see here.
Among other things.
Yeah. We're installing underfloor insulation in our back room, our dining room. Why?
Because we have been in a veritable icebox over the winter and we don't want that to be repeated next winter. Underfloor insulation is like a really quick, easy, affordable way to warm up your house. Kind of a no-brainer.
We have gaps, big gaps between our floorboards, so there are drafts aplenty.
So, underfloor insulation, very quick, very easy to get it right.
Yeah, if you do it right, that is.
Oh.
Oh, where are you headed?
Over here, I'm coming to you.
Okay, good.
We've seen lots of people on YouTube, as may you have, who use a waterproof barrier to sort of build these cradles or make these cradles that suspend the rock wool between the joists.
But we knew that if we wanted to do that, we would have to take up all the floorboards in our dining room, and we kind of wanted to avoid that.
Yeah, so instead...
Yeah, we realised that we could get under the floor by going down into the cavern.
As you may have seen in a central heating episode.
Yeah, of course. So we knew that we could go into the cavern under the floorboards. So we decided that instead we would attach the membrane from below and then stuff rock wool in between.
Before you post a comment on this video, we know that that's not the right way to do it. This is just
we learned the
part
hard
one
way.
of this video.
We learned the hard and painful way.
Why is that not the right way to do it? Well, because it is a waterproof barrier, and by affixing it to the bottom of the joist, that basically means we're like locking all the moisture exactly by the joists.
We were worried that as the room gets warmer, when we've got our central heating, it might create condensation in where the rock wool is sitting, and there'd be no way for that condensation to escape because it's being held up by this kind of impermeable barrier, and we're basically creating like a damp, dark moisture pit in between our joists, and that is the last thing that we wanted. So having spent an entire day, we then had to come back the next day and tear it all down, which was the saddest thing.
Oh wow, found a knife.
Oh! Oh my God, there might be a dead body under there, Leon.
Yeah, it wasn't a machete or anything, it was this. This was the knife. Someone's had dinner and dropped it between the floorboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was eating a whole
Lamb.
steak with their hands after that. It's actually really nice. We should clean it up.
Yeah.
Well, we should definitely
Maybe
clean it up.
let's not use it, but
yeah. For ornamental purposes only. Ring.
There were so many interesting things down there, like remnants from the past, bits of toys, a lot of signs that smokers used to live or maybe work here, but also...
Oh my God, sweet, I found a Viking treasure.
No, you're joking.
I'm not joking. Hang on. Hang on. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Leon, are you taking the piss?
I found a straight up Viking treasure.
No, you haven't.
I'll hand it to you. Right, hang on. Can you,
Oh, sorry, where are you? Sorry.
middle of the room. Can you reach down your hand and I'll show you my hand.
Can you see me?
I can see your hand, yeah.
Ah!
Come closer to me, please.
Oh, the light's fallen. It's not a snail or something, is it?
No, it's a Viking coin.
Hang on. If this. What would happen, Leon, if I just blocked up the floorboards?
I'd be very sad.
Tell people what you thought it was.
I kid you not, the first thing that ran through my mind was like, I have found a spearhead. It might be Roman, it might be medieval, it might be from the flippin' Bronze Age, it might be from a local Ren fair. I don't know, but this thing is undoubtedly a spearhead.
It might be from a local what?
Ren fair.
What's a Ren fair?
It's like Renaissance fairs.
Oh, I never heard it called that.
Yeah.
Like one of those medieval enactments or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Ren fair. Well, our American viewers will know exactly what you mean.
Here is the object in
The
question.
spearhead.
Oh my god, look at this spearhead.
But then I sent a photograph of it to my best friend and she showed a colleague of hers at work and he got back to her saying, "Oh, that looks like an old bastard spike." No, what did he call it? An old bastard pike.
Bastard pike.
No, what was it?
I don't know.
It was
That sounds amazing.
It was some
that sounds
sort
like
of,
something soldiers have. A
But-
bastard pike.
It was it was an old bastard file or something.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh,
it
okay.
definitely had the word bastard in it. What was it? It was genuinely.
Bastard file. You know, when you have a document where you list all the bastards, that's a bastard file.
But I thought he was like, "Oh, that's a bastard file." But then I googled it, and it is the name of a tool. Where does the bastard come
Yeah,
from?
now I feel like a tool. Good.
A bastard file. So I've looked at bastard files or whatever it is, and they do look like this. So we think that's what it might be.
Yeah.
But you never know. I mean, you do know, but you never know.
I'd still like to think that it's
Let's pretend it is. Why not?
It's a Bronze Age bastard file.
Spear. Oh, Bronze Age bastard. Exactly.
Oh, sorry, British Museum. Sorry, wrong number.
Say what, babe?
It's a bit of a nightmare.
Can I help you down there? Do you want me to come down there?
Holy f***, I found a bone.
So Leon found a bone, and we are about to show you that bone. So if you don't want to see it, please skip ahead.
Can I help you down there? Do you want me to come down there?
Holy f***, I found a bone.
Oh no!
I am not joking. This is not a joke. Wow. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, but it could be a dog bone.
It's enormous-tastic.
I'll bring it up.
You know, I wonder if I'm standing in a past grave.
Well,
I'm coming up and I'm holding like a femur. Hang on. Jesus, tits. Oh, God, look at this.
Jesus.
What is it you always say?
That isn't even funny. What the
Okay, so just for reference, that's my hand.
Yeah, that's not from a piece of meat that a dog's chewed, is it?
No.
This thing was enormous. Like, absolutely gigantotron.
And of course, Sod's Law, our audio cut out just as we were discussing it.
But fortunately, our camera did pick up speech bubbles.
We found that huge bone under our dining room floor.
Yeah, not under lots of soil either.
Yeah, that's it. It wasn't very deep. You were just sifting through rubble and stuff, weren't you? And you found it.
Underneath the dining room, there's a canyon.
Yeah.
And maybe, let's say like this much had come off, like had been shifted off the hills, so to speak. And maybe that had unearthed it.
Massive.
It freaked me out.
Yeah, and we were like,
genuinely freaked me out.
what the hell is this? Like, is this some sort of like
dinosaur.
or body part.
Oh my god, first a Bronze Age spearhead, now a Brontosaurus neck bone.
Exactly, or somebody's been speared down there. So yeah, we were super freaked out by it, super freaked out.
Yeah.
We've calmed ourselves down a bit, haven't we? Because we do think it is some sort of animal bone.
Yeah, underneath the dining room, there are these two kind of mounds of dirt, and in those mounds are lots of little holes, like little mouse or rodent holes.
Yeah.
And so one theory was, okay, could something maybe have dragged a piece of meat in there?
It's got to be a strong rat to drag that through.
Yeah.
It's like a super mystery to us how it got down there, and it still remains one.
And we found a whole bunch of other bones as well, to be clear, like a bunch of little ribs that are like teeny tiny ones. Which,
but they didn't seem to go with that bone,
no,
did
they legit look like a different species.
But suffice to say, we were freaked out.
Yeah, out of our gourds.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we decided, okay, we don't have to worry about this. It's an animal bone. Gotta be.
Yeah. And we moved on.
Keep calm, carry on.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leanna's done an amazing job laying the membrane under the floorboards, and now I'm going to start insulating. So I have got my long sleeve top and gloves on so that I don't get fiberglass on me. With this on, I feel a bit like a mime artist, Marcel Marceau. So yeah, going to start insulating. Fun. We haven't got the mics on. Don't you, Mike Tyson?
Well, we've got the built-in mics.
Because this is floor insulation take 2 netting edition. Oh, you know, the net. No. Floor insulation take 2. The net closes in.
Net gains.
Yeah, net gains, net closes in, the net widens.
I still think nothing but net is pretty good. Hey, what do you think? Let us know in the comments below.
Nobody will know what that means. I never heard of it. Insulation 2.
Insulate.
The net.
Insulate.
Insulate. The net widens.
The net widens.
You widen a net, don't you? Widen the net.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Well, I don't know.
No, it makes sense.
So after the disaster with using the waterproof membrane, the kind of Papergate, one of our many gates, we still needed to find something to hold up the rock wall under the floorboards, but we needed to make sure that it would allow kind of moisture and air to go through to make sure there wasn't any condensation and damp. So we hit upon using netting. I'd read somewhere online that people use like garden netting or strawberry netting. So we ended up finding the one garden centre in London that was open on Easter Sunday. And
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah,
we had
this
to
is Sunday.
go far and wide, but we managed to get plastic netting, I guess, that you'd use in the garden to run plants up or something, and that is what we ended up using.
Maybe if we make it wider.
Yeah, widen the net.
Okay, so net. Oh, it needs to be stapled there, and then further in. I haven't re-stapled in that corner.
But we can probably do that from above.
Hopefully. Oh, we haven't stapled past this joist. All this insulation needs to go in there.
And after many, many protestations for at least a couple of episodes, I think, you may have heard this, you ultimately...
I went down under. Didn't I? I genuinely was like, I could never go down there. That is my worst nightmare.
Only
There's
demons
no
live under the
way.
floor.
It's just so cramped. Oh, it's
And
cramped.
this is after finding a giant bone. under
Exactly,
there.
and loads
Yeah.
of mouse holes and things.
Yeah,
but
well done.
But I did it. I was down there.
Oh, what a nice place.
Hard work, eh?
Attaching the netting was actually a lot more difficult than we thought it would be. It got
Yeah.
tangled.
You're using a staple gun to staple into something that is mostly air.
What, the joists?
No, the netting.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But then Kat came up with an absolute pro tip, which was to attach masking tape along one or possibly even two edges of the netting.
So you had something to staple into. It was a pro tip, Leon. I think I mentioned it at least 7 or 8 times. I was like, do you want me to put masking tape along the edge? No, I'll just carry on. I really think it would help if we put masking tape along the edge. And after the 8th time, I convinced you, and then you were like, God, this is amazing. Why didn't we do this sooner? Like, well,
Okay, no, I mean...
I don't want to say I told you so, but... Let me get my I told you so klaxon. Which I ring on a regular basis.
Taping our nets.
Tape in a net.
But it's so much easier when there's 2 of us. This is what we should have done from the outset.
Oh.
We should have cut, taped, because, yeah, what I was saying is when I stapled this,
Yeah.
it's like child's play.
Yeah.
You're just
Piece
seeing like
of Pizzy Whiz.
one staple every
Yeah.
10 centimetres or something, so you're actually down there for less time.
And we kind of set up this conveyor belt where we
Yeah.
team worked.
Team masked. Team mask, which was super helpful.
It was.
Thank you for the teamwork. The nets we're taping.
It will stop your net from dripping.
And that was it.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
yeah.
The insulation done in the dining room.
Yeah, and so hopefully we will feel the benefit when it starts to get a bit colder. No more drafts coming up through the floorboards.
Yeah. Next winter, hopefully. By then we'll have sorted out insulation under this room as well.
What did we learn? Always use masking tape on the edge of your net.
Life lesson.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be doing that under this floor.
And actually, although like the discoveries were super exciting actually, and
Yeah.
it did kind of make me keen to make more discoveries.
Yeah.
Not bones, hopefully, but yeah, it makes you kind of curious to discover what else is under the floors. Like, are there other coins or...
Even when it isn't of historical significance, whether it's a Viking coin or whatever it might be, it's...
Well, it's of historical significance to this house, isn't
Exactly
it?
what I
Because
was
it's the
gonna
people
say,
that
yeah.
lived here. So we are super interested in that. So next week we start prepping our lounge to do underfloor insulation and, well, you'll see things turn out to be a little bit different to what we expected.
How's this for a cliffhanger?
I would firmly advise you, if you are not already subscribed, to subscribe so that you get a notification about that episode. You will not want to miss it.
Yeah, we're a little bit biased, obviously, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
It's a big one.
it's an odd one.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like. Thank you so much for watching. It is great to have you with us as always, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Until then,
Cheers.
chin chin.